Hello and welcome to June. Originally, when I designed this, I did all the programming for this year back at the beginning of the year. June was going to be a really big month because one, it's Pride. Two, it's going to be the month that we did a big rollout of our sponsored athlete, Cade Schultz. And three, it was supposed to be the brand new movie, Wonder Woman 1984. And I had really been looking forward to it. If you haven't seen the trailer, we're going to put a link in the show notes. It is worth it. Go see the trailer. It is 80s glorious realness. And I am still so excited. It's supposed to come out now, 2 days after my birthday. Everything got bumped for obvious reasons. So we went ahead and decided to stay with the theme, Wonderperson. Wonder, because one of the reason that this ties back to our sponsored athlete is that Cade used to be identified strongly with Wonder Woman gear. Anytime we saw it, we had to buy it. Now it's Captain America gear, but once upon a time, it was all about Wonder Woman. So Wonderperson feels more apt because all of us, during this period especially, are having to find strength we didn't know we had to manage crises that seem to be never ending, kind of like Wonder Woman. But I tell you that to tell you this. It's been a rough year. There is no end in sight. I don't even know what stage we are in anymore to attempt to lead anyone through it. All I can say is that a bit of fatigue has set in. I don't want to talk about why we're here anymore. I don't want to hear any more news about it. I have taken to podcasts. There's so many really great podcasts right now that I'm listening to. The one at the top of the list is called Wind of Change. Yes, about the Scorpion song. And it's a deep dive seeing if the CIA actually wrote it and had it delivered as part of a PSYOPs campaign in the 90s. True story. It is incredible. I mean, whether or not it actually happened, it still remains to be seen. But the podcast itself is a really terrific ride through the 80s and Cold War schlock, just like I was expecting Wonder Woman 1984 to be. Because really, who is left to fight but the Russians? No one. And no one will ever matter more than the Russians during the Cold War period did to us. And to that end, it seems only right that we would have two workouts this month in Maintain. One called Truth and Justice, and the other Born a Warrior. So Truth and Justice is a typical intervals type of run, but there's nothing typical about it at all. We're reintroducing this idea of 3K pace because you know what? Some of us got some aggression we needs to run out. So to backtrack, you got your 140 pace. Obviously, it's not really pace, but it's based off of effort. The effort is capped and the pace falls out. Take that. And 2 minutes faster is your 10K pace. And then minute and a half to 2 minutes faster than that is your 3K pace. And you do not worry. You do not have to hold it for very long at all. It's going to feel like forever, kind of like April. It was actually 30 days long, but it felt like a decade. This is going to feel that way too, but it's going to be fun. And you know what? If you think this isn't fun and you're not up for it, you don't have to do it. You can do whatever you want. Avocado toast is always your BATNA. And when you think you might want to try what's on the workout, that's what it is. Born a Warrior is a little bit less, fewer intervals, but a little bit more fun. I think if I had to pick between the two, I would probably pick Born a Warrior because you got 10-minute warm-up, 15 minutes at 10K pace with recovery, then 5 minutes at 10K pace, 2 minutes recovery, and then at least 15 minutes for the cool down. So these aren't this one isn't a tempo run. It isn't specifically an interval. It's just a little bit of play with a little bit of speed that hopefully will take you out of the moment, out of whatever it is that you're thinking about, out of whatever it is that you're stressing about, and into your body really tuning into your breathing and your footfalls during this workout. In Rebuild, you guys get Island Paradise. Why? Because everyone in Build and Rebuild is surrounded by amazing people doing epic shit, just like everyone on the island at the beginning of Wonder Woman. So you got the warm-up, 1 minute jog, and then you've got 3 sets of accelerators. So basically, all we do this month is master the accelerator. Get a little bit more running than what you had, and we have walking intervals that we're going to make shorter over the course of the month because really what matters is mastering that accelerator. And you know what? If you don't want to do the accelerator ever, spoiler alert, you don't have to. If it hurts, if you feel a tearing, searing, stabbing, or a burning pain, we can kind of handle. But shooting, stabbing, tearing, no. You need to stop what you're doing immediately. The burning, if it's a burning in the muscle, that's allegedly kind of what we want. That's a muscle getting stronger, but there's a difference between building up and breaking down. And we really don't want to break your body down at all. So here, the over the course of the month in your training peaks, those walking intervals will shorten. But I mean, it's not like we're going from 5 minutes of walking to 30 seconds. We're starting at a place that's palatable, and we're going to keep you there over the course of the month. Now, to be very, very clear about what an accelerator is, this will be described in your training peaks. Don't worry, I have videos that describe it. We're going to make sure that you have all this information at your fingertips whenever you need it. You're going to start at a jog, aka 140, and then we're going to slowly, over the course of 10 seconds, increase our pace to no faster than 10K pace. Now, what I care about here, don't spin out about precision. It's not about precision. What I'm saying is go from a jog to fast, but not as fast as you can go. This is not a dead sprint. Do not turn this into a sprint. This is a controlled acceleration, hold, followed by immediate controlled deceleration back down to a jog. And the magic is in that deceleration back down to a jog, where instead of just like kind of stopping and jogging again, it's like it's increase, hold, decrease. And bearing in mind that the pace that we're increasing to is not the fastest pace you could go. It is one that you could hold. And if you look down and see that it is faster than 3 minutes faster than your 140 pace, and you're going a little too fast, we need to back that off. Okay. Because there's no benefits to going. All we got to do is wake up the fast twitch muscles. We don't actually need to give them a workout ever. Yay. And you really won't with this workout, because you don't have to beat yourself into the ground to be born a warrior on an island paradise, dancing to really amazing music in 1984, surrounded by people, amazing people doing really epic shit. Yay, that's not what epic shit is. It's not about who shit is the epicest. It's about we are all stars in the same constellation, and it is so cool to be in a constellation with other amazing people. It's not about being the brightest, shiniest star in the sky, because that is just heartbreak and terrible, and nothing good comes from that. You don't get a bigger medal than everybody else, so why do way more work? That's what I'm saying. Here to get exactly what I want out of this month. And what I want is for you to find a way to find some enjoyment, to connect with the work that we do, to use this as self-care, and to advocate for more of that in your daily life. Because I don't know about you, but the only time I'm ever alone and not responding to other humans is when I'm on my run, and I do not intend for that to change. Yay. You are coached. You are loved. And really, really, really important point to remember about all the workouts this month. This is the most important thing I could possibly tell you. Do not attempt to do these on Taco Tuesday after eating Chipotle, because, oh my God, my feet are swollen. This is going to be a disaster of epic proportions, and this does not have to be your fate. You can do this stuff on Taco Tuesday, but do it before the tacos, not after aforementioned tacos. Okay? From me to you, my lips to God's ears.